A young woman steps into a grand, luxurious party hall beside her brother. She moves with a hint of hesitation, subtly shielding herself behind him. As they make their way through the crowd, she catches the eye of a wealthy, influential young man sitting across the room. For just a fleeting moment, their eyes lock. Looking at her pure innocence, an intense, deeply possessive urge sparks within him. It is a completely foreign sensation that catches him off guard. Ever since he was a child, he harbored a deep aversion to women. He couldn't stand the presence, let alone the scent of their perfume. Yet, he cannot look away from her. Regaining his composure, the young man approaches her with a drink in hand. He greets her politely and offers a toast. She doesn't hesitate to decline, immediately letting him know that she doesn't drink alcohol. Instead of taking offense, he smiles and promises to buy her sweets later on. Hearing this, a bright, genuine smile graces her face. However, her brother watches the exchange from a distance, visibly infuriated. He abruptly marches over and begins harshly insulting the girl's mother in front of everyone. Unable to endure the disrespect toward her family, she grabs a nearby glass, throws the drink in his face, and runs out of the room in tears. The wealthy young man immediately follows her. Outside, she crouches on the pavement, crying bitterly in isolation. The young man catches up and kneels down beside her to offer comfort. He looks at her gently and asks if she would like to leave with him. Still startled and overwhelmed, she panics and runs away from him into the night. The next day, the brother arrives at a park where the girl is sitting, bringing along a large golden retriever. He is fully aware that his sister suffers from severe asthma, and that contact with animals can trigger a dangerous, life-threatening attack. As the brother callously plays with the dog right in front of her, their parents suddenly arrive. Realizing the deliberate danger his son has put the girl in, the father demands to know why the dog is there. When the brother tries to deflect, the father snaps and strikes him across the face. Furious, the brother shouts that he is leaving for good. The girl rushes forward, desperately grabbing his coat to stop him, but he violently shoves her to the ground, hurling insults before storming off. Devastated and abandoned, she collapses on the pavement, weeping bitterly once more as her parents leave. Moments later, the wealthy young man reappears and takes a seat right next to her. He tries to cheer her up with a lighthearted joke, but she coldly tells him to leave her alone. That is when he plays his final card. If you come with me, he says smoothly, I will take you to see your brother. Hearing this, her eyes light up with sudden hope, and she immediately becomes interested. She remains completely unaware that everything, including her brother's outburst and this entire sequence of events, is merely a piece of his calculated master plan to win her over and keep her by his side. Ending note, will his elaborate scheme truly allow him to win the heart and trust of the innocent girl?